This question is a combination from Dustin and Ashleigh. Where do you stand on the Snye waterfront redevelopment compared to the current plans, and what are your thoughts on banning motorsports and floatplane access to the Snye?
Thanks for the questions. I recently looked at the city center development plans, and one of those big areas to look at is Snye Redevelopment. So I think it's something that people in Fort McMurray want. It's something we all desire, but looking at what exactly do the majority of residents want is something that needs to be looked at. So there are things that they're saying, adding living accommodations and things like that, that I think is something that's important. We need more living spaces in Fort McMurray, and building some high-rise kind of style apartments or condos might be a good solution to that. It'll be interesting to see waterfront properties. That'll be kind of nice. But I also think we need to look at, and this is something they're considering, adding cafes and things like that. So it's more of a promenade. You kind of walk down there, and incorporating green space into that. So making it more of an area that you can just go down and feel safe to walk around. There's going to be good lighting, things like that. That's something that we currently can't do. I don't want to go to the Snye right now. To me, it's not something personally that is appealing. There isn't a lot to see. There's just a whole bunch of construction, and hopefully once the development gets into completion, it'll be a really nice area. One thing that really concerns me is the building of the pedestrian bridge, and I know right now there is kind of a debate on how much the bridge is actually going to cost, but I don't think you'll really know how much something costs until it's complete. And that happens a lot in this community, where we're given a quote and suddenly the price doubles, triples, things like that. So it's something that we really need to be cognizant about. If we build that bridge, it's going to totally eliminate the possibility of the floatplanes coming back to the Snye, because it will be interfering with the aerodrome, and then the planes can't land there. Right now, the reason a lot of the planes aren't using that, from what I've heard with talking to pilots, is that it's because the dredging was not done properly, and it's not really a safe place to land. If your aircraft is empty, it's easier to land and take off, but if you actually want to do things that involve a bit more planning, it's not the place to do that right now. I think with proper planning of proper placement of a marina and things like that, we could still incorporate motorsports. I think it would be great to be able to have a little bit of both, so that all areas are pleased. In making sure that there's proper flow for the water, because right now I hear that with the motorsports happening, and if there's not proper drainage, a lot of the runoff from machines and things like that just collects in that area, and it's making it pretty disgusting. It sounds like, with water quality, and just it's not attractive, it's not good for the environment and things like that, so we need to look at those kind of things. It's certainly a big issue, it's a big area to develop, and I think there are certain things that are going to be great, but there are other things that need to be reassessed, and we need to take a look and see if it's something that's essential to the redevelopment of the Snye area.